We live in a world where Dredd can't get a sequel, the fantastic film from several years ago starring Carl Urban, but yet garbage tier sites like MovieWeb want to float the idea of, will we get a season 2 of Santa Inc.? We live in a world where Titanfall, the Titanfall franchise, can't really do anything in the sales department, and we can't even get anything after Titanfall 2. At least nothing has been announced. Titanfall 2 really didn't sell that well, even though it's one of the greatest first-person shooters ever. In my opinion, it's the greatest first-person shooter ever, me being online multiplayer and the campaign. But yet Titanfall 2 is now dead because Respawn wouldn't put enough resources behind it because it didn't sell well enough. Yet we have a situation where the media is pushing for a Santa Inc. Part 2 when literally no one is asking for that. No one. It is being universally rejected by everyone that has knowledge of it on the internet. Yet you have sites like this trying to justify if it should get a Part 2. Now, we've covered Santa Inc. a lot on this channel and on other channels, and you've seen a lot of people talking about how pathetically embarrassing it is. And it is embarrassing. It is currently sitting at 183,000 downvotes to only 4,300 upvotes. And that's because I have the Chrome extension, so I can still see dislikes right now. That won't be a thing for much longer from what I hear. But it also sits at a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes. Also, let's note that no critics are touching this. They won't even review it. They're not even going to review it. That's how bad it is. It is the worst rated series in the history of IMDb, sitting at a 1.1 out of 10. As I've already said many times, that's essentially a 0.1 because the lowest you can give anything is a 1. It's sitting at a 1.1. And Seth Rogen over on social media has not tweeted since December 2nd, where he accused everyone of hating on it as being a white supremacist. Sarah Silverman has tweeted about it, trying to continue to push it, but it seems like now they have both abandoned it. But you have sites like MovieWeb are trying to float the idea that we should get a season 2, everyone, because the internet is just clamoring for it. The internet just really wants it. Oh, man. Yeah, it's such a... Let's see. Would audiences want a season 2 of Santa Inc.? That's not even a valid question. That should say audiences have rejected, universally rejected Santa Inc. because of how pathetic it is. It is December. And obviously, this is Christmas time. I'm a big fan of Christmas, and I'm a big fan of Christmas movies. Some of my favorite movies are Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, The Santa Claus, Jingle All the Way. Those are my go-to Christmas movies, but those are not the only ones. Obviously, there's a ton of great Christmas movies out there, and everyone has their favorites, and they all kind of give you that Christmas spirit, and they bring you back to a simpler time. Yet here you have Seth Rogen and Sarah Silverman trying to hijack the idea of Christmas so they can push their political propaganda and push a bunch of nonsense about how white people are terrible. It's disgusting, and it has been universally rejected, rightfully so, because that's what should happen when you produce garbage. The internet lets you know how bad you did, and then, of course, Seth Rogen blames it on white supremacy. Santa Inc. has been getting a shocking amount of hate from audience. It's not shocking at all. It's completely understandable if you watch that trailer and if you see what they've been saying. The series has become the lowest rated television show in history and has landed the #1 spot on IMDb's lowest rated series. Rogan has stated that tens of thousands of white supremacists are to blame for the low ratings. We live in a country that is extremely politically divided. Woke culture is a rather new concept that many people are not ready to hop on. One would think that themes of equality and feminism would be something that all people would get behind. Oh my God. These sites are just ridiculous. At the end of the day, one has to wonder whether it is the message that the show is trying to convey or the actual creative content that is creating so much hate. Rogan and Silverman's comedy is usually very popular, but there seems to be a disconnect between their latest project and some audiences. Or you could say all audiences, because it's literally all audiences. But here they are, trying to make you think that it's just a vocal minority that's review bombing, because this is what the mainstream does. This is what shill sites do. This is trash, man. Maybe it's the fact that Christmas is so sacred to so many and there is resistance to seeing those traditions changed. Oh my God. Maybe the world isn't quite ready for a woman Santa Claus. And there it is right there. Maybe the world isn't ready for a woman Santa Claus. That's it. Like this is where it all falls back to. It's all about those toxic men who are intimidated by women. They fall back onto this argument every single time. It never fails. Santa, in the end, viewership will inform HBO Max's decision on whether the much talked about series will get a season 2. And there is your art. There's the Johnny Hoffman is your person that wrote this. My God. No one actually believes that maybe the world isn't quite ready for a woman Santa Claus. No one really believes that. He's just trying to get laid. That's essentially what he's trying to do. He's trying to make all those women, hey, I respect you. I respect you so much, and I want to see a woman Santa Claus. I am so happy, and I am so thrilled to have women representation. That's what people like that are. They are male feminists. They are not to be trusted. They are trash people. My God. But yeah, Santa Inc., universally rejected on the internet by anyone with a working brain and the slightest bit of common sense. There you go. 183,000 downvotes, 4% on Rotten Tomatoes, lowest rated series ever on IMDb. And Seth Rogen has decided it's all those white supremacists that have done it. Absolutely ridiculous, but here we go again. Also, while we're on the topic of social media and everything, please check us out over on Odyssey. Odyssey is a fantastic platform. Your favorite creator is more than likely over here. You've got Sports Wars. You've got my personal channel, D-Day Cobra, RK Outpost, The Quartering. Krista Nova just got her channel up and running. Young Ripa is over here. Eric July. It's a great platform. Memology, Upper Echelon Gaming is over here. This is the platform I think that a lot of people should be focusing in on. There's a lot of different stuff over here. So if you were looking at all the different stuff, you see the side tab over here. They've got pop culture. They've got education, gaming, jams, the universe, tech, movies, news, politics, finance, wild. Like, it's really good. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of your creators right there. Definitely go over to Odyssey. Support your favorite creator over there. Fantastic platform. We did our first stream over there and had a lot of fun with it. So other than that, thank you guys very much for checking out this video. I will be continuing to cover more Santa Inc. news over on my personal channel, D-Day Cobra. So if you've not subscribed to that, please do so. DDAYCOBRA. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Solo lost money. Raylos are weird. Let's go, Brandon. And we will talk to you later.